Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui est lundi le 14 mars. This is our agenda for the week, and it is the last week of quarter trois. So we are getting to the end of the year now. That means that we have quick writes due this week on Wednesday, mercredi. Your quick writes as well as your quick write reflection. So we'll talk about that in a minute. You have your spring break next week, super. And all quarter three assignments need to be completed and submitted by the end of this week. I will not be able to take them after, so please do that if you're missing anything. Also, if you're missing something, make sure that you are completing a late work form for that item so that I know to go back and look for it and put in a grade for you. Okay, and remember, all your grades are in Power School. Don't look at anything on Schoology for grades. Cette semaine, this week, we are going to have a fairly typical week. We have a new mot de passe. We have some new TPR in preparation for our next story. Il y a deux discussions. That should actually happen this week. I know last week we had to cut it down to one because of the snow day. Il y a un article sur Christian Taubira, another article pour le mois de l'histoire des Noirs et le mois de l'histoire des femmes. Flipgrid, we will have a meet this week, so that's also an option for your participation. And then, like I said earlier, quarter three quick writes and quick write self-reflection. And then we will do this Brandon Brown, actually it's really chapitre 1 et 2 quiz that we were going to do last week and got bumped because of the snow day. Okay. Aujourd'hui, c'est lundi le 14 mars, le nouveau mot de passe, c'est quel temps fait-il? Quel temps fait-il? Quel temps fait-il? What is the weather like? So go ahead and add that to your cahier. Quel temps fait-il? What is the weather like? Okay, quel temps fait-il? That is actually going to be our question of the week this week as well, that we'll talk about at our meet / on your Flipgrid, mercredi. So here are some ways that we can answer that question. Quel temps fait-il? Il neige. Il neige. Il pleut. Il pleut. Il fait froid. Il fait froid. Il y a du soleil. Il y a du soleil. Il y a du vent. Du vent. Et il fait chaud. Il fait chaud. So for your Flipgrid or during our meet mercredi, you'll be answering the question, quel temps fait-il? With at least one, if not two of these. So maybe it is raining and cold, or it's windy and sunny, etc. Okay. Aujourd'hui dans l'histoire, il y a une discussion. Aujourd'hui, c'est lundi le 14 mars, c'est l'anniversaire d'Albert de Monaco. Il est né en 1958. How you doing with those years? Hopefully you're practicing them when we do these. Sa mère était une actrice américaine qui s'appelait Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly, if you ask your parents, or especially your grandparents, they would probably know that name. Une actrice américaine. She was a very famous American actress. Et son père, le père d'Albert Renier III, son père était Renier III, et il était l'ancien prince du Monaco. So Grace Kelly was his mom, sa mère, et Renier III, il était l'ancien prince, the former prince du Monaco. C'était son père, his dad. So back in the 50s, Grace Kelly married Renier III, who was the Prince of Monaco. So it was a big royal wedding, kind of like we look at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry or something like that today, where we had this American who married into this glamorous fairy tale seeming life, even though, of course, the reality was different. But that was a generation or so ago. And now, Albert de Monaco, il est né en 1958. 60. ans. Il a 64 ans cette année. So he's a little bit older than his wife here. Il s'est marié avec Charlène Wittstock et ils ont 2 enfants jumeaux ensemble. Charlène Wittstock est la femme, the wife, d'Albert du Monaco, et il est le père de 2 enfants. Ils ont des jumeaux, un garçon et une fille. Jumeaux, twins. They're twins. That should not be there. Et il s'est marié avec, okay, et Albert et le Prince. So back when Grace Kelly married Renier III was the prince at the time. Albert, his son, took that role over. I'm not exactly sure when, but in the last 10 to 20 years. Il a 2 autres enfants aussi. So he has 2 other children. Okay, voilà. Et les questions. Why is Albert of Monaco famous? What does he do as a job, for example? And how many children do he and his wife have? So how many do they have together? Okay. Et puis, TPR, I will be putting a different video. I'll be pasting it into this slide so that you have that available to see what our actions are that go with each of these. Now, you're going to notice the actions the same as we've had before. For example, nous habitons is the same as j'habite. The only difference is j'habite is I live, nous habitons, we live. So it's slightly different, but we're going to use the same actions. And I explain that in the video. Okay, A, quick write reflection. Now, if you have been uploading your quick writes to the quick write, Q3 quick write assignment that I posted a while ago, then you should be able to take those pictures and copy paste them into the new assignment with no problem. If you have not taken those pictures yet, it'll be a little bit more of a hassle, but still very doable. This is going to be very similar to last quarter, where you're showing me what you consider to be your best quick writes, your developing quick write, and your worst quick write. So kind of best, middle, and worst. And then you have some questions about how you kind of determined what was good for you and what was not as good for you, etc. And then kind of what your goal is for next quarter. So that is going to be due mercredi on Wednesday, which is atypical. Usually everything we have is due on Friday, but I'd appreciate it if we get these in on Wednesday so I can start getting the grades in for them. Okay, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Au revoir tout le monde.